A great revelry is underway at the new market when you arrive to purchase supplies. Investigating further, you discover the town is in the midst of a pie-eating contest. Ooh! A group of large sailors sits triumphantly at a long table on a makeshift stage, crumbs and bits of fruit scattered all around. A man in the center stands and addresses the crowd. Can no one best our pie-eating prowess? Step up and test your mettle. With nothing better to do, you head up to the stage. I don't know if we have anybody that really could. I feel like the Brute, maybe the Cragheart. The contest goes well for a while as you match the others pie for pie, but soon your eating starts to slow and the sailors are still going strong. I don't know if this is power through the pain. I feel like we lose something if we do something like that. Or yield to the pie and admit defeat. I don't know. Let's do it. Let's see what negative will come from that. It's a perk point. But we gain a reputation. You emit a primal yell and continue eating. Pie after pie, your willpower cannot be broken, and eventually the sailors are forced to concede. However, you can't even stand to shake your foes' hands. Your legs are boneless, and your stomach feels worse than it had ever felt before. You have earned glory and prize money, but all you want to do is lie down and wait for the horror to pass. Yeah, sometimes these city encounters will reduce your perk points, because in another way, it's like I don't think you can get any poison for the next scenario or cursed or anything like that. You don't get any negative traits or statuses for an upcoming scenario. So this is kind of the way that it hurts you, is it reduces your perk points. Now it's just a check, I believe. Okay, let's see. We get 10 gold each and some reputation. So we'll open up here. If you don't have any perk points, these perks up here, you don't remove any more, I think. Potentially he had to. It's difficult to say here what we had before. In the game, you would, you would just erase one. Anyway, hello friends, and welcome back for some more Olympus Chosen. I did play a scenario off camera because I felt like a tiny bit of grinding is necessary. We haven't been making a lot of progress towards the personal goals here, the personal quests. So I did not go for hers, although I did think about it, but I realized that I didn't want her to be another casualty off camera like Ate was. Hades, of course, I just exhausted, and Erebus picked up, I think, 7. I want to say he killed 7 bandits. And what I did is I played the Black Barrow because it's just filled with bandits, and then a couple of living bones at the end. And if you're interested, I did record it, but I don't have any voiceover or anything. I'll show some of the highlights at the end of this episode, if you're interested. If you're not, then whatever. I found it pretty interesting to go back to Black Barrow with classes that you don't have unlocked from the start. I found it kind of interesting. I basically beat it in 10 rounds, and then I took 4 more rounds to pick up gold and earn some extra experience. But I piled through that really quickly. Erebus, of course, because he took out 7 of them, 7 of the bandits. It was basically using his instant kill abilities over and over again. I just kind of broke him and exploited the fact that I can reuse those over and over. I also spent some money on Erebus, and I do have some more money here as well. I've spent some more money on Hades. Let's go through this real quick. I picked up the Cloak of Invisibility for Hades and the Piercing Bow. And this is going to mean that I'm probably, maybe I take this, but I'm less interested in it. The only thing that I really liked about, other than, you know, this pierceability was nice, 11 initiative is really good to have for Hades, for the Plague Herald. I was blanking on his name, on the class name. And yeah, 11's really fast. And there's nothing else that can match it. There's nothing else that really... Okay, 16 comes a little bit close. I'm not sure I'll be bringing this in unless I feel like flying would be necessary. But again, I don't think it's going to come down to maybe 1 or 2 scenarios where I'm looking for flying. What was the other... I don't think I gave Hades any... No, I didn't, but I might. If I do, it's probably going to be something like put air on a move, and maybe I would do it for Wretched Swarm. I think Wretched Swarm is going to be one that I'll be keeping around for some time, probably until he's gone. And because of this move, and because of that major AoE attack on the top, I think I will keep this one. Putting air on the move would probably be pretty beneficial for the way that I'm going to be building the Plague Herald. And the other thing that I did was for Erebus, prepare for the kill. I put air on this one. Now I'm not just like thinking only about Hades in this case. I need air everywhere. I put air here because Hades can use it. I could have put anything that I wanted for this bottom, for this move action, and I chose air only because, you know, if I put light here, that would be great, but because she can pretty much bring in light on her own, you know, I'm not too worried about bringing in light. More air is beneficial. It could have been anything, as I'm saying. So if I had somebody that wanted to use ice, I would have just put ice. So my thought here, and also Stephen McCumbee had talked about this, how I don't know if it was only him or somebody else had talked about it as well, but putting an element with this move is very beneficial, and I agree. I think it's going to help out quite a bit. I use this all the time for bringing in darkness. It's a 7 initiative. It's a wonderful card all around, mostly for this bottom ability. But of course, Swallowed by Fear is the reason why I wanted, and I assume why Mr. McCumbee was suggesting this and why he had done this and why probably a lot of other people do it. Swallowed by Fear needs 2 elements, darkness and something else. So that something else in my case is air. If I don't have Swallowed by Fear in my hand, or maybe I just want to use Spirit of the Night or basically anything else that uses darkness, then I can just leave air for Hades and allow Hades to use it that round. In that quest, I did receive a personal goal for Electrona, and she still has her perk available, which leads me to believe that, yes, if you go down to 0 in this grouping of 3, then you don't go back further. So we do have a perk available for Electrona. I think we might as well go for Technique at this point. Let's go for Technique. That's going to be some more rolling modifiers, increasing the output of the damage. When there is advantage, then the more modifiers, the more rolling modifiers we pull, the better. But something that I'm finding that I don't like about this new rule about with advantage, in thinking about advantage disadvantage, I'm not sure I like the variant any more than I disliked the original. I didn't really dislike the original all that much. I'm okay with missing. It's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. Even with advantage, it can happen. Now, I know I used the example of rolling a 20-sided die in Dungeons and Dragons, all right? So in that case, yes, this is not a die. This is a deck of cards, and that is a dice, and when you roll a die, it has no impact on the next or previous rolls. I get that, all right? But I'm okay with missing because it's so rare when you have advantage and you pull a null with a rolling modifier, okay? I get that. Now, rolling modifiers do make that a possibility, because without rolling modifiers, then you roll or you pull a normal modifier and a null, and you would always choose the normal modifier. Okay, I get that. But I don't like that the rolling modifiers have become weak in this variant. So the original makes rolling modifiers too strong in a negative way, and the variant makes rolling modifiers too weak. And that's in a negative way. So I feel like the variant just isn't hitting the mark on what advantage disadvantage should be in Gloomhaven. I feel like the variant is still bad, and I like the original more than the variant, because the variant doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. If the first modifier is a rolling modifier, keep drawing until a non-rolling modifier is drawn. But if the second one was a modifier and the first one wasn't, then nothing happens with that second card. You just choose one of them. And in the past, they would be added together. The first was non-rolling and the second was rolling. You would add them together. Do you see what I'm trying to get at here? So you ignore the rolling icon and you just take one or the other. So all of those rolling modifiers go away in the case of advantage. Now, okay, not all of them, but what you're trying to get is more than one rolling modifier. And then you're finally adding them to the final pull, the final non-rolling pull. So I feel like you should pull until you have two non-rolling modifiers for this variant to actually work the correct way. I don't think you should just pull one non-rolling modifier and then if the next one is rolling, stop there. I feel like you should just continue pulling until you've pulled two non-rolling modifiers. I feel like that makes more sense than this variant does. Because there's been a few times where I pulled a +0 and a curse, and only because I pulled the 0 does the curse go through. If I pulled a +1, it would automatically use the +1 instead of the curse, and maybe I would rather the curse in that case. So unless I don't have a choice, I feel like the variant doesn't work in the best way that it can. It would be better if you just pulled two non-rolling modifiers. There. I feel like I've beaten that horse over, the dead horse that is, over and over again. I don't like this variant because it seems that it's not helping me as much as the original did. and the original didn't hurt me as much as the variant does. I'm going to be playing with the original rules. I just don't like this variant. And until maybe if there's a mod out there that allows me to just choose a different way, then I'll probably go with that. I feel like this variant is on the right track. I just don't think it's better than the original. So we're going to be sticking with the original. All right. Well, we have some more money. I kind of forgot that we were going to have some extra money. I don't know if I want to buy anything for boots when it comes to Hades. I was actually looking at the winged shoes. The boots of speed might be interesting for Hades in those situational times where maybe I'd want to go a little bit faster or slower, but I've just grown to not care about initiative when it comes to Hades. With the Plague Herald, with the Cragheart, with like there's a couple early cards if I really want to be going earlier. But in the case of Hades, the way I'm playing, I'm not too sure I care too much. I can always just make sure that they're controlled for the next round instead of this round. So it's more, that's kind of the way that I'm thinking about the Plague Herald. Winged shoes might be a good one. I don't think I need boots of dashing, and I don't think I need anything else. I do have more for a small item for Erebus. Maybe a healing potion. Let's give him a major healing potion so if he gets in that situation, I can just heal it. Let's do that. There we go. I know I could give him another stamina potion. I'm not going to do it. I have another, like the ability from Electronic can help out. I don't want to use the same card over and over again. I feel like that's when things get boring. I like to just keep things... I like to be able to use all of the cards instead of one card 10 times in one scenario. So I'm okay with the diversity in his hand. Swallowed by Fear and Spirit of the Night. I'll use it when I have it, if I can, and if I can't, then so be it. But I'm not going to use that card 10 times in one scenario. All right. I think that's it. We might as well head to the Temple of the Great Oak and bless everybody. So for today's scenario, I think I'm going to head to the north, into the Copperneck Mountains, and search for a dragon. We're going to go to the mountain pass, determine the truth of the dragon rumors. We got this way, way long ago, something like 25 episodes ago. It was around the time when we sided with Jexura, and I think a town guard came up to us and said, hey, you know, here's a list of to-do items that some mercenaries could take care of for us. And the mountain pass was one of them. I feel like we should go do this now. If there's a dragon at the end, then maybe this is a good place for us to really test out this group of 3. So let's go.
There is a certain shaking of heads that happens along with the mention of dragons, as if the person saying it can't even believe the words coming out of their mouth. Dragons don't exist, they say, but some giant winged beast has been sighted to the north, so you set off to see if maybe they do.
Walking through a stretch of lowlands, you see a man in armor sitting against a large boulder. As you get closer, you see he is bleeding from his side. Ah, what luck, he says. I got separated from my detail and then had an unfortunate run-in with a bear. I'm afraid I no longer have the strength to stand. He looks at you imploringly. You wouldn't happen to have a potion or something you would be willing to give me? I just need a little extra energy to make it to Gloomhaven. We could do this. Claim you have nothing. No, let's do it. Let's help him out. You happily oblige the request, letting the man partake some of your supplies. He slowly stands up, thanks you, and then heads towards Gloomhaven as you head in the opposite direction. So I knew this was coming. I just wasn't sure who would... What potion do we want to... I mean, we could just... I feel like I'd like to see them before I... What was the
Your goal
potion?
is the Ice Crag, the tallest mountain in the Coppernecks. To get there, though, you'll need to head through the Northern Pass, a narrow corridor that is known for frequent avalanches and other dangers. You tread carefully, watching high above you for any signs of an ambush. This wariness is what saves you from being crushed by a hail of boulders rumbling down the cliffside. You dive for cover as the rocks hit, then look up to see a group of Inox emerging from a concealed cave to one side of the pass. They intended to kill you with the rocks, but your survival has only motivated them to pursue a more conventional option.
Yeah, they're coming to get us, I guess. So, I think I clicked on Erebus. I didn't really... I just kind of clicked around, and then I wanted to see what we had available. I guess... I mean, if it's from her, maybe I go for the minor healing potion. I'm pretty sure I've clicked on Erebus, so I might use his mana potion in that case, because I'm not very... I feel like he doesn't absolutely need it. So, we have many ways of bringing in darkness. I feel like this is probably the one I'll get rid of. If I have a choice, I don't remember. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Die Hard. Loot no gold or chest. Oh, come on. I don't want either of these. Hunter, kill one more elites. Kill an undamaged monster. No, we'll go with that. Take only long rests. Reveal a room. We'll take long rests. I'm pretty much okay with doing that anyway. So, determine the truth of the dragon rumors. Copperneck Mountains. This is a core quest. We need to kill all enemies in all rooms. We have Earth Demons. Level 4 still. Enox Archer. Enox Guards. And Wind Demons. So luckily, we have the piercing bow, but do I want to bring... They just have a shield of 2. Do I feel like bringing Scattered Terror? Something else that I did, I think when I dropped Scattered Terror, I brought in Grasping Vermin instead of Biting Gnats, is it? No, Epidemic. I dropped Epidemic, and I'm taking Grasping Vermin because I feel like these AoE attacks are going to make wind more frequent, and it's also immobilizing a bunch of enemies. I feel like this is a good way to control without necessarily cursing everybody and burning the card. So I think this is going to be a better one than Epidemic is. So both of them have a bottom ability that I'm not too interested in anyway. Okay, let's do this. Round 1. Yeah, okay. So... And it didn't tell me who. I mean, I guess I should remember who, but it would be nice to say, get rid of one of these for, and maybe I just missed it. Maybe there's something there and I missed it. All right, we've got this one room here. There are no traps that I can see. Then we have two pretty beefy looking earth demons, one elite with 21 health. Not a big problem. A corridor here, still nothing. But then 3 normal Enox archers going into a V corridor and then a large room at the end. I think we are... This is kind of a pathway through the mountains is what we should think about this. Alright. Well, round 1. This should be interesting. First we're going to be seeing Erebus with Prepare for the Kill to get ready and Grim Sustenance to go invisible. I want to remind those out there that Quiet Frenzy is an attack of 8 if I'm invisible and with darkness. So that's pretty cool, right? I think I might be going for it. We'll see. But, well, 14, Bright Aegis, Righteous Strength. Let's get a bunch of shield up and retaliation, not so important, but getting up there to make sure that they don't move to attack the Plague Herald. Hades is important. And then Hades, Foul Wind. I'm just going to get this up immediately and then Accelerated End. For poisoning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least you and then you two. You might be moving up, in which case I might do both of them, or 2 from this group, or maybe all 3. Because I think both of them will be killed by this guy immediately. So, we'll see. They're not going to move too much, and they are going to attack for quite a bit. Just a small attack from the archers back there. Bringing in Earth, which is actually pretty good, meaning that Hades can use the wind, or use air, and then the Night Shroud, Erebus, can use Earth instead. So, you're going to be moving 1. I think what I'm going to do is stand right between them so that you won't be able to attack anybody. Here we go. And I'm just going to make an attack against you. Maybe we kill you the old-fashioned way. Yeah, maybe we kill you the old-fashioned way. I think that's... Maybe I use my instant kill to kill you, one of you guys instead. Let's use the Jagged Sword. Why not? Good start. A ×2. Let's go invisible. And that'll do it. Now, let's jump up here. She's gonna get hit for 6, but of course we know we have the chainmail and we also have the steel ring in our favor. And then of course a whole bunch of free heal. I'm not gonna get anything from them. Unless they pull a +2. Nope. Now the Plague Herald's turn. So I'll probably poison you, because we're just going to take you out. I'm going to poison the guy in the far back, and you... We can always spread it. But We'll definitely do you. Let's do you. I guess it doesn't really matter, right? So we'll do that. Okay. We'll get ready. They've clumped up pretty nicely here. I'll be able to make an attack against at least these three, right? You should be dead. Okay, not too bad. Round 2. And we're going to go with Erebus again with Black Arrow to stay invisible and I don't have to move, because Swallowed by Fear to take out the Elite Earth Demon. Then we have at 55 Electrona, Hammer Blow. This might be an issue now that I think about it, because yeah, let's go with Empowering Void or Empowering Command instead, so I can get some cards back. I get 3 back for either Erebus or Hades. And then 61 Vile Pestilence for the move 3. And Gathering Doom to put some curses out, but also be doing an attack of 3, 4 if it ends up being a poisoned, and then 5 because of air. Now I could just do the top action instead and then use this as a move. I don't want to be standing too close to this Earth Demon, but I kind of want to use this. I'm just wondering if I should... Actually, you know what? I'm going to use Grasping Vermin to make sure that they stay where they are so that we can move up. Because I can't move with her, and I was a little upset by that. I'm going to use Succumb to the Gift just to as a movement. Grasping Vermin to make sure they stay where they are. Okay. Okay, well they're not moving anyway. But at least they can't move in the next one. They're stuck there next turn. These are some AoE attacks. Let's make sure that... well, maybe we'll be able to kill both of them. I didn't talk about her other card. Illuminate the target is the bottom ability, because, well, somebody can make an attack of 6. I think I'll be able to kill this Earth Demon too. Maybe. We'll go with Earth to take care of you. And we're just gonna stay invisible right here. I don't want all of them attacking him, so... Yep, that'll do. So, he has 2 or 5. You'll have 2, 4, 6, 7. So they both have an odd number of cards. But he only has 1, so I will use this for you. We'll take Prepare for the Kill back. I want to take Grim Sustenance because I'm invisible. And I want to take this only because that 90. But Black Arrow looks really good too, because I can stay invisible with Black Arrow. I don't think I really have to move all that much. Let's take Black Arrow, because if I put air up now, I'm going to be using it. Or, sorry. Yeah. Black Arrow. Alright. I'm going to be using it with Hades, so... Let's make this attack with Eagle Eye Goggles. Yeah. Alright. Well done. Well done, sir. Here comes some pain. So far it's not too bad. I'll use that if it's a plus. There we go. Not too bad. And we definitely want to use this to give it a +1. I wonder why it says... Oh, okay, it says an attack of 1 because of the foul wind, but these are 2 because of the poison on top of that, so... Okay. Just these... I'm not going to use the major power potion, although I kind of like that idea. Kind of like the idea. Let's do it. That wasn't too bad. We brought air back in again. That's great. I don't want to stand right there. I don't know how much I like the idea of moving up either. Well, here, we'll do that. Get some more loot for you. Round 3. That went pretty swimmingly, right? Took out 2 earth demons, 1 elite, 1 normal. And these guys are near half damage already. Not too bad. We're bringing Electrona up first with mobilizing Axiom at 23 for an attack of 4. Unwavering Mandate to move up slightly. I'm realizing here that we're kind of boxed in. And unless I can kill this guy first, then I'm not really going to be able to do anything else. Unless it's a ranged attack. Unless it's a ranged attack. I didn't think of it like that. Well, let's go through the motions here, and I'll think about more. Then we have Vile Pestilence to make another AoE attack, and Storm of Wings for a movement of 5, hoping that we can start making some progress on taking these enemies down. And then finally 84 for Erebus with Spirit of the Night and Doomed Breeze. Again, hoping that I can actually get through. So maybe what I should do is Black Arrow instead. I have 2 mana potions for the others. They can easily make darkness, so this is not a problem. Maybe I should use Black Arrow to make an attack. And if I need to go invisible, I have invisibility right there. Here, I'll do it this way. We're going to go with Black Arrow to make an attack. If that kills it, cool. If not, then they're muddled and cursed. Grim Sustenance for a loot and getting darkness ready for the next round. We'll be able to pick that up before Electrona moves over it with mobilizing Axiom. And then we'll go Vile Pestilence and Storm of Wings. Okay, not terrible. So my best chance of killing something is right here. But of course, if I soften you up, then maybe she'll be able to kill this. If I kill you, if I kill this archer, then she can just move up a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna at least soften you up. I think that's my thought. Never mind. Well done. I'm cool with that. Alright, we'll pick up this loot. She can pick up that loot. That's great. And we're going to move right up to here. And in this case, I'm going to attack you because you're poisoned. So that's an attack of 5. Darkness is, or light is coming back. That's good, but that was already the case anyway. All right. Now, the tricky part. You're already attacked, so I'm gonna attacked. You're already poisoned, so what I'm gonna do is just move up next to you, and then I'm just gonna punch you. Pick up some loot. Yep. This is it's just a punch of 2, the default attack, but because of foul wind and poison, it's an attack of 4. Not too shabby. Not too bad at all. I'm not going to go invisible. I think I'll just go late and then you'll be targeting her. So I think that's the way I'll think about that. Stamina potion. I'm going to skip it. Okay. Okay, round 4. This is going pretty well. We're going to go with Cleansing Force for movement and bringing in light. But I think I want to go for... Yeah, I want to go for her first. So I'll do something like Path of Glory. Actually, I won't even attack at all. Let's just do this. And once again, starting up with the Erebus. Cloak of Shade to go invisible and move. And Doomed Breeze for an attack, a ranged attack. So he'll probably be the one that kills it. Brings in darkness. Cloak of Shade will just go invisible to get ready for Quiet Frenzy in the next room. That should put him right about here, if he does kill it. If not, then I might have to use my boots to get way into here so that I'm closer to the door. We'll see. Cleansing Force for a movement of 4, bringing in light again. And defensive stance, I'm gonna use Hammer Blow instead. So I bring... Oh, no. That's right. Because of that, I'm using defensive stance. Next, I use Hammer Blow. And then, yeah. Gonna open up that door. And if I can get close enough, I do have my boots. If I can get close enough, then I'll use defensive stance and attack of 5 with advantage. Maybe with the long spear, we'll see. And then later, we'll follow her in with a move 4 and then paralyzing bite to stun someone for the next round. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Much worse attacks out there, abilities for the archers out there. I do feel like the bandit archers hit harder than the Enox archers. The Enox at level 4, Enox archer is attack of 3. I feel like the bandit archers are like attack of 4 or 5 on level 4. Because they certainly hit harder. And then the city archer, I think they hit a bit harder too, so. Okay, let's make this attack. Great. We'll move up. Oh, whoops. No, right to here. I just want to pick up some loot. And we will consume darkness to go invisible. So now we have darkness and we're invisible. Good stuff. I will use this and the boots. 1, 2, 3, 4.
With the pass blocked by the avalanche, you enter the cave to face your aggressors. Inside, you see a network of passages leading deep into the mountain. Perhaps they would be worth exploring once your foes are dead.
Okay. I think I know what they're referring to here. Unfortunately, I'm not close enough. What are they going to do? Move 2 and then a range attack at 2. So 1, 2, boom, boom. So no matter where I stand, unless I back up, of course, they will be moving up. What are they doing? Oh, there's a chest right there. Oh, okay. There's a lot of traps in between, which is very, very unfortunate because I don't have any ways of pushing. Oh no, I do have a way. I do have a way of pushing. I'm gonna have to... Swallowed by fear. I'm gonna have to use this in order to push someone into these traps. I keep forgetting I have one ability between the 3 of them that pushes. So I want to move up. I definitely want to move up. What are they doing? Shield, and then they're gonna disarm. Okay. Okay, this is a lot of incoming damage, but I don't see any way of getting around this. So let's heal up before they start hitting me. Let's keep going with that. It's not bad, a free heal of 8. Not bad at all. Gonna have to... Oh, you know what? Never mind. I can use my spear to make an attack against you. I will do that. That was totally worth it. Totally worth it. Good. It's a good start. I didn't even think about air. They are going to be using air. They're going to be making air, as they just did. This is bad. I'm losing all of my health again. Ugh. Well, it's better than being dead, I guess. So, we'll move 4. And 1, 2, 3... Yeah, I should have maybe thought about what that was going to look like for you. I'm not able... Oh, no. Look at that. Forgot that again. So I'll consume it anytime that they create it because I don't want them to be using it. Let's keep hitting you. Hey, I'll take that. That's good. That's really good. Okay. Round 5. Definitely going for... Let's go Path of Glory, because if I use Hammer Blow now, then I won't be able to use Light afterwards, and I'll just use... I'll use Hammer Blow anyway for the movement. As for you, I'm not going to be able to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with boots. There's no way I'm able to get all the way up to you. So I'm hoping you guys don't just keep tossing knives at us. I hope we are able to... I hope that they move up. So we're going to have to go late. And I'm going to hope that that's going to work. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's use both of these. Let's think about how that's going to work. And then Virulent Strain or Rot Maggots, Gathering Doom. Let's use Gathering Doom. And Rot Maggots for some healing. Okay, they're going to be pulling, which is bad because that means they're not going to be walking toward her. But I could hit and then back up. Ouch. Oh, guys. I got a lot of healing to do. So... Oh, and I'm disarmed again? Ugh. You guys are gonna move 2. So back up. 1, 2. Does not matter where I go. I'm gonna have to back up all the way. I'm out of here. That's bad. Ah, right, that one was stunned. So we'll throw... Yep, we'll take that again. Thank you for doing that over and over again. And I'll just make... Which one are you going to go for? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably go for you, so I'll hit you. And then I'll use this to heal whatever. I think it's probably... No, should we go invisible? He's not going to be invisible. Almost forgot that part. He's not going to be invisible. I don't think I need you to go invisible then. Do I want to go one more round with my stamina potion? I could bring in another AoE. Would it really matter? I don't think so. So we'll use this bottom ability. We're going to skip the attack. We want to use our boots. Let's keep going here. I almost forgot that. I'm glad that I didn't. Don't have to worry about you now. Yeah, we have healing here, so that'll be alright. We also have only 2 cards left. We also have more healing there. Do I want to use... Yep. Long rest. We'll go with this. I can still go invisible if I need it. Yeah, now you guys are too far away. You're dead, and you're too far away for me to push now. We're gonna take a long rest with you, I guess. So there's no air. They're not gonna be pushing. You're gonna move and attack for 3. Are they going to be able... Yeah, move 4, range 4, and they're... Well, at least they're both resting, so... If anyone gets attacked now, that disarm is not going to be that big of a deal. And then, actually, I don't want to use this. Because if I do, then I'm bringing in air. But that will also... Maybe it'll bring you closer. I don't know. Let's do this. I feel like killing somebody is probably the better option here. Ah! I definitely would have attacked you if that was the case. Alright, we're going to stay right where we are because they can't. From where they are, I guess they can push me this way. We'll just have to see, but I'm okay with the push. It's not that big of a deal. Well, interesting. Did it just flip it off? They did it. What? Why did it push me this way? It should have pushed me into the trap. I mean, I'll take that, but that was poor judgment. Definitely. Now I'm stuck in this corner anyway. This is just as bad. Where are we here? Okay. I need to get rid of a card. This is probably going to be necessary. I'd like to maybe use it to kill you. And I'm thinking accelerated end. Okay, heal 2. That's actually pretty nice. I kind of don't want to get rid of this because this might be helpful. I think I have to though. Not have to. That's just my choice. All right. Bright Aegis, let's do this. Round 7. We need to... I hate wind demons. I don't know. What do you guys think? Wind demons or black imps? I think wind demons really suck. But black imps, they're pretty bad too. I guess one good thing about wind demons is they don't show up in like with 8 on the map at once, or 6 even. It's just 1 or 2 typically. So okay, round 7. Okay, so first up is Erebus. Black arrow to go invisible. I can't attack, which is unfortunate, but I need to go invisible very quickly. And then Armor of the Knight, because I can't attack, I'm just going to heal 4. I really wanted to do this, but I'm going to assume that just means that it's also an attack anyway. Like, kill one normal enemy instead. Because it says disarm. A disarmed character cannot perform an attack ability. I think these are attack abilities, even though it says kill instead. So you could read this literally as, that is not an attack because you're not attacking, you're killing. I feel like the wording needs to be worked on a little bit. Then Bright Aegis, Righteous Strength. Let's pile in there with as much shield as possible. Paralyzing Bite to stun and Vow Pestilent to move. Of course they are! Okay. At least they can't go invisible. And I'm already disarmed, so it does not matter. Good. 0 damage. And this one is a normal. They do not. Only the elites have the innate ability to disarm. These ones do not. Yeah. No! So I can't undo? Once I've clicked on it, you can't undo. And then I've already consumed it. Alright, reload. Okay, so do not click on that, because there's no undo button, so we'll skip it. Then we'll do this, skip the attack, and then There really needs to be an undo when that happens, because if you go to click on that, like what I just did, not unknowingly, you click on it, and then it says you can't attack. Okay, undo. That's it. Pretty simple. And yep, we'll stay right there. Sunkeeper's turn. This is all but useless because nobody's attacking. So yeah, just skip this, and then we have to confirm at least one of these, I think, to make the light come in. There. Okay. Well, we'll get close. I guess I could get closer, right? I'm gonna be stunning. And it does not matter what I pull here. But maybe I'd rather stun you, because in stunning you, I won't be disarmed next round. And the air's infused. That could be scary. Round 8. So I guess we're going pretty late at 57 with Electrona, Dazzling Charge, and Unwavering Mandate. Then 69 for Hades, Rot Maggots, and Wretched Swarm for the movement. And then at 90, Swallowed by Fear and Quiet Frenzy. And they're going to be going earlier than all of us. That's fine. This isn't going to happen. They are going to pull. But I guess that's going to be you. Yeah. I guess I'm okay with this, but I'd rather not just continue to get pulled and pushed around. Wow. Come on. You can do this. Heal up. Heal you up too. Or as well. Do we want... I feel like I need darkness for you, so here we go. Using darkness again for you. The one guy who used up his mana potion, we're using it up for him now, so... But I think it's kind of important here, so... I'll let that go. What I'm gonna do is... I can use my Hawk Helm. I'd like to get away, but that's not really away enough. We'll go over here. Skip the rest. I'm gonna use this. Sure, Foul Wind. My Hawk Helm. This is going to poison her too, which could be a problem, but I could also use Piercing Bow. But I'm looking to poison. What would that do? Ooh, that's almost worth it. But I'm looking to burn. Succumb to the gift to kill you. All I need to do is just poison you. And that's what this is for. I realized I could have used... that's why I didn't. Okay. I have Vile Pestilence, but I use that for movement. Okay. So I'm still going to make this attack. Do I want to use Piercing Bow and just maybe kill it anyway? I'm just wondering what's behind the door. That maybe I need to use that for an AoE. Let's just go for it without Piercing Bow. Well, sure. We'll take that. So I didn't burn the piercing bow, and then it's dead anyway, so now I don't have to burn that card either. That worked out perfect. Perfectly. I don't think... No, I don't need to go invisible. Do I want to bring back... I don't think I care too much about the cards either, so... Somebody here is going to have to walk through that trap. Well done. Now I was going to use this to attack and then walk away, but we'll skip that attack or that movement. Unfortunately, I think it's you, buddy. I think it's you. You still have a major healing potion. Oh, I forgot about Straggler. But I needed to do that. I could use my Boots of Striding so that I at least get on that treasure chest now. Skip the attack. Oh, that's right. I'd have to use the Moon Earring now. So is that something I want to do? I have 2 more turns left. I could make some attacks from over here, I guess. Like... Nope, I can't. I'd have to come back. So let's do it. Whatever. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do it that way. So skip the attack. I'm going to use the boots. So go here, 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 here. That way I'm at least picking up the treasure chest. I'm opening up a spot. Actually, undo. Let's go through here. That way everyone else can go through here instead of having to go around that. This better not be a trap, too. It's too obvious, isn't it? It looks too obvious. Let's heal up just in case. Like, that's in a very easy place to get to. If it was here and surrounded by traps... Ooh, the Tremor Blade design. Cool. Alright, it's not a trap. That's good. But it's also not money. Okay, round 9. So we're going to start off at 25 with Electrona. Cleansing Force for that move 4 with Light. Illuminate the target for an attack of 5. I don't think... Yeah, nobody's going to be around her for that Strengthen. Oh well. Then at 29, Grim Sustenance. And Prepare for the Kill. And then Virulent Strain at 50 for Hades. And Gathering Doom for the attack. Maybe I'll use Storm of Wings for the movement instead. Let's do that. Okay, they're not moving, just gonna sit here and attack her for 4 because of that poison. She's already poisoned. You know what? Undo. You know what? I'm gonna do this instead. This way I don't take any retaliation damage. That's great. Skip that. I'm just gonna skip the attack, go invisible. My thought was that I'd do something like this, try to pull it this way, and then walk up. That's not the case. I'm just gonna walk over here. We should be able to handle this, and if not, we're in trouble. We should definitely be able to handle this between the two of them. And he's gonna run toward the door, and maybe we'll think about what he's gonna do while he's over there. I'll probably end up using that, but over the next round. Make this attack with foul wind. Fantastic. Now I'd like to pick up this loot, but I'd also like to finish the scenario. Since I have my move 5, if it was just a move 2, I would move around, pick up some loot, that's fine. But that move 5 is necessary to be used. I mean, I could take it right back. I'm not going back and forth at this point, but... End your turn. Round 10. So... we'll use Hammer Blow and Empowering Command for that top ability. Hammer Blow for the movement. And then Cloak of Shade and Spirit of the Night. And what else? Let's go with these two. I don't think I'll be able to use it. It's kind of, well, maybe, but we'll see. I'm just gonna walk in. I can use this. What do you think the chances are here? No, pretty weak. Pretty weak. So I'm just gonna walk up to here. Oh, actually, I can wait until I get there. Let's see what to do. Ah, it's an elite. So there's only 4 enemies in here. Both of them earth demons and wind demons, then 1 elite and 1 normal. Okay. If this was a normal, oh, that would be so great. So great. We will go invisible, though. And I don't see why I don't make this attack. I can Jagged Sword it, too. I might as well use everything because I'm going to be taking a long rest right in that doorway. Cool. A good start. I might just end up insta-killing it anyway, but I don't see why I just skip out on an attack. I don't think there's any reason to use my stamina potion here. I mean, I could use it to take, like, Grim Sustenance back. I might do that. You know what? Let's do it. I can stand in this doorway. Let's take Grim Sustenance. And maybe... Quiet Frenzy. Let's take these 2 cards back. I could use Grim Sustenance for the top ability, and then this for the bottom ability, and that would be an attack of 4 plus 3. That's not bad. Or I could use it for the top ability here. I don't think I'll have Darkness ready. I almost certainly won't. But yeah. So I'll use it that way instead. I still have my invisibility cloak, which is pretty cool. What are they gonna do? Let's not get too close, right? They're gonna move 4. They're flying, so they can go through the door, through the obstacle that is Erebus. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't do that, so maybe you'll end here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. You can come into here because air is available. It will be able to do that bottom ability, that bottom half. It will move 4, attack for 3, plus 1, with 6 targets. 1, 2, 3, 4. So from here, it is going to be able to hit you, so it is going to be using it. Man! That's unfortunate. So let's do this. I feel like that's a waste. Like, I really want to move up all the way, but then it's going to attack her for 4, 5 because of the poison. How much more movement do we have here? I could burn Path of Glory for a movement of 5. But I don't necessarily need to go into this room. I can just fight from right here. Yep. So that's what I'm going to do. This is good. We have 1 card in our hand at the moment. So we'll have 2 more turns. Excuse me. Let's definitely get Wretched Swarm for that top ability, and Vile Pestilence maybe? I'm thinking of just making big AoE attacks against these, so... Oh, that's right, 1 more. That's right, 1 more. Maybe some healing? Maybe Storm of Wings? For that major attack. Let's take Rot Maggots. Says nobody ever. Let's take Rot Maggots. Six damage. Okay, well, I will use this to make an attack here. I don't have air. I'm not going to use Piercing Bow because that does nothing. I'll use that for one that actually does some damage. That was 0 all across the board. They're all stuck where they are. This is really not... I don't really care too much about this. And you're stuck there. Anyway, you... I could bless you instead of move. I like that. I like it. We'll go invisible now. Let's see why not. And I could also take my stamina potion to just keep taking some cards back. You know what? Let's do it. So that I can take that card right back. Succumb to the gift. I will be able to poison you and then kill you. And in this case, I might take Storm of Wings because of this too. No, let's take Paralyzing Bite. One more stun. Earth Demon's stuck. Always was going to be, and you're stuck too. Round 11, we'll go late. We'll go late. You will go invisible, we'll have that. Let's go early though. And then Paralyzing Bite, I kind of want to... I need a way to poison. I guess I'm going to have to use this. And then what could I do? I need to use this for the top ability. I need to use it for the top ability. Rot Maggots for that heal, I guess that's a good one. I'm thinking I'd rather use that top ability, but that heal, because I'm not going to move. I might as well just stay right where I am. We'll go later with that. And really, as for you, I might just stand here and shield up. You don't have anything else. We'll have to see. what they're doing. So you're gonna heal and okay. And then they are going to... Everyone's consuming earth. There's no earth, unfortunately. Which is kind of interesting to see them in the same place, because they feed off each other in a negative way. So that would be pretty cool. You're stuck here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You're not going to be able to disarm anybody. It's pretty nice. So it looks like not a really bad one. You are going to push adjacent and then attack 3 on 3 for you. Yeah, so you will be making that attack. No, I wanted to use this top one, and I think I'm going to use the battle axe here. I might as well, to make an attack against both of you. I don't see why not. I don't know when I'll be able to use that again, so let's use it. Nice! Yep, we'll stay invisible. And I'll keep attacking you. Oh, it's dead! Nice! Because of that wound, it's going to be dead. You're going to be dead anyway. I'm going to move out of the way. Because if I don't, you're going to stay up there forever. So let's just move out of the way. You're already invisible, so we'll stay like that. Nicely done. That was great. Oh, you're not going to move anyway, so whatever. These huge attacks. Alright, shield up. I think it's much better than moving and doing anything else. We're just going to skip our attack here. And then I'll make this attack with the piercing bow. I don't really see a reason for it, you know? If there was air, if I had the major power potion... Oh, I've used all of my... Wow. I've used all the foul wind. So I guess this is the best chance to use it. I'll just use it. Yeah, so be it. It's okay, I'm gonna kill you in another way. And then we'll use this to heal us both a bit more. Round 12. We're gonna long rest with you. Eesh. I don't know what to do. Succumb to the gift, definitely, to just kill you outright. And then I'm probably going to have to be burning a card here. Let's use this. Maybe. But definitely this. And if you... Yeah, we'll do it like that. And then you take a long rest as well. I'd like to get your stuff back. Yeah, the attacks aren't too bad. They're gonna... It's moving a little bit. Okay. So, here's the thing, right? Kill one normal enemy with poison. The Plague Herald is disarmed. What are you going to do? You're going to move 2. My thought here is I'd like to go pick up some gold, because I don't really care about you anymore. Not that... Okay, I do care about you. You have a lot of cards, and I need to get through some of these cards. But I don't want to... I don't necessarily want to... I don't want to burn... I don't want to burn every card right away. Let's get some let's get some loot. You're going to be the focus of some attacks probably in the coming turn, but I do have cards to burn. I think I'm going to take a short rest with you. Let's heal, or let's rest with him. I think, let's see, you're an elite, you're a normal, so I'll keep both of those, but honestly, I don't think I'll need this anymore, but I'll keep it anyway, just in case. Arm of the Knight sounds like a good one to get rid of. Let's heal up a bit more. I think Empowering Command, that's the one I'm going to go for. Round 13. Well, I did it again. I apologize. I think you only missed 1 turn, and I ended up killing this in a pretty epic fashion. Not really, but what basically happened was I used... Where is it here? I just took a short rest with him. I used... Where is it? I used Virulent Strain. I got it down to 1 health. It made an attack against her, against Electrona, and then pulled her into it. And I had Bright Aegis and Righteous Strength up. She just tanked everything with a shield 5, and then she dealt 1 damage with Retaliate 1 to the Wind Demon, and that brought it down to 3 health, which was perfect because I had Virulent Strain waiting for it. So, and then I just moved away. I'm gonna just have you step into a trap here. I'll go through what we're going to do as we're doing it, because I kind of made that mistake again where I walked away, came back, and forgot to hit record. So I'm just gonna walk up, and we'll skip the rest of that movement. I'm going to use this with Earth to kill you. Well done. And the Plague Herald, I'm going to use this to just jump around, doesn't matter. We're going to... No! Which will kill you. And then over here, we'll pick up this loot by doing something like this. I guess I need to do something like that in order to bless you, right? Skip that movement. You've been blessed. Now we're going to make you go again. And this way we can actually get some more experience and go stand on some more loot over there. Victory!
What were Inox and demons doing together? And so far north? You rifle through their belongings, looking for some indication of their motivation. All you find is some crude scratchings referencing a voice. You glance toward the cave. There may be some clues farther down the tunnels. To the north, Ice Crag Peak looms large in the distance. Still, You feel something calling you to explore the cave. Not audibly, but there is a subtle and powerful urge. You look down at the Inox's scribblings. A voice. Yes, somehow that sounds familiar. You can almost hear it yourself.
All right. A voice, huh? I feel like we've already heard about the voice in another scenario, but it didn't make sense at the time. I don't know. I could just be misremembering. But here we go. We picked up Hunter. That's great. Night Shroud, of course, dealing quite a bit of damage, doing a lot of work here. And let's see. She ended up taking 4 piles of loot after I told her not to do that. And then well, I forgot, yes, but he was in a situation where I needed to take a short rest. So anyway, not bad. Not bad. 14 experience, 10 experience, 7, good. Plague Herald is destined for a level up here. And then 12 more experience. So this is, okay, it seems to be linked with the Echo Chamber, but not to the Ice Crag Ascent, which is not a boss? Whoops. No, that's not a boss. I think I thought the boss was right after that, but it looks like we have to go there and then to where we think the maybe it's up at the top of this mountain. Maybe. We'll have to see. But we can either go to the Echo Chamber immediately or return to Gloomhaven. It looks like I can... Oh no, I can't level up, right? I have to go back to Gloomhaven. I'm of the mind to return to Gloomhaven because I want to go to that boss location. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I want to get Electrona. I want to get her to retire. So I need to get a boss fight. So I think that's what I'm going to do. There is also a boss over here. And I could just go and do that. This one's a pretty tough fight. But I think we could actually do it with Electron and Erebus. So normally I would put this up to a vote, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Gloomhaven now. And the vote's going to be something else. This way I can level up Hades to 6. That's pretty exciting. And also, the vote is going to be, do we go dragon hunting? Which would be this path here. I believe immediately following this, it's linked with a boss. Which would likely be the dragon, right? Or do I attempt this one? This one is called the Temple of the Eclipse. And there's a boss in here that is pretty crazy. And it is pretty difficult even to get to the boss. But I think with Erebus's kill on sight and Electrona and Erebus being able to consume light and dark, that it might be a good one for us to go into if there's enough hints in there for you. So if you've played this one before, you know which one I'm talking about. But yeah, that's what the vote's gonna be. Do I finally go and attempt this? I think I got this from when I went to the barrow lair. I think there was, maybe it was even maybe it was the Black Barrow. There was a time that we picked up a random quest, and it was if it wasn't the first, it was the second or the third scenario. I want to say it was the first because I remember seeing it and was like, no, you're kidding me. Like, how did I get this so quickly? But yeah, it could have been from a city encounter though. That might have been what it was. But anyway, Temple of the Eclipse or dragon hunting. That's what the vote's going to be. So keep an eye out for the poll. Until then, let's get Hades. Let's get Hades a level up, shall we? Level 6, Stinging Cloud. So now we're looking at... Well, this is a 66. Again, we do not care about initiative with him. Move 3 and shield. But the top ability being attack 2 at range 3 for an AoE, a 7 hex circle AoE, which is great by itself. We can consume darkness for making it a muddle. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. The muddling is interesting, but I don't know if I would do it because Erebus is here. Otherwise, just an attack of 2, that's nice enough. Let's see what the other option is. Black Tides. Ooh, actually, woohoo. Black Tides. Attack 4, range 3, bringing in air, or a move of 4, bringing in darkness. I wonder what I would... If I brought Stinging Cloud in, that would give me 4, one of them would burn, of course, but 4 major AoE attacks. So what would I be dropping in order for that to... I mean, this would be really good. Just the AoE attack of 2 is really good with Foul Wind, right? And that's kind of something that I'd really like to be using more, right? Those big AoE attacks with Foul Wind. I mean, the bottom ability would help Erebus, and the top ability would help Hades. But that AoE attack, I mean, the move with shield, I don't really care too much about. And it's kind of interesting, you know, we could have Grasping Vermin for a permanent shield. There's also Blistering Vortex has another shield with it too. Let's take a look at our other options here. Under the Skin is always a Pierce, attack 3 at range 3 with a move of 4. That's cool, but I don't think I'm gonna take it. Fetid Flurry. This one actually would be an interesting one to bring in, and I could still get rid of Gathering Doom or Paralyzing Bite. It would bring another curse, or it would keep a curse in there, and then we would have a move 2 with air on the bottom if I'd rather use that to get air in. That one would be a tough one. The top and bottom abilities are very useful in many instances. Nightmarish Affliction is also very good. Attack 1, range 3, targeting 2, poison and curse them and bring in darkness. That's great. A lot of poison, or a lot of curses, but it's also keeping the poison theme going. And then the bottom ability, just to be able to immobilize a couple enemies, is pretty helpful. Pretty controlling. Willing Sacrifice, I don't think I'm going to bring this in at all. So Fetid, I think Fetid Flurry, I'm going to pass on Fetid Flurry. Nightmarish Affliction would probably be a better choice than Fetid Flurry anyway, because I'd probably use that top ability more. Yeah. A couple curses and poisons. Ooh, I don't know. This is an interesting amount of choices here, because I'm kind of on the fence of taking a level 4 card instead of a 6 card. I think in either case, I'm going to be dropping Paralyzing Bite. The stun is cool. The stun, it's very helpful, but the reason I like this card, not so much the curse, but that loot. Burning a card to loot 2 is great for my personal goal for Hades, is just burn cards so that he exhausts. Oh, this is tough. And of course it gets him loot. That's the important part. Not just burning cards, but the loot is really nice. Black Tides. I think I'm gonna say no to Black Tides. Even though that top ability does bring in air for free, I'm gonna pass on Black Tides. So we're stuck between Stinging Cloud and Nightmarish Affliction. And I think I'm gonna go for Stinging Cloud. Done. There. Oh, there. Done. I think the AoE is really what I want to focus on because I've taken Foul Wind and I want to be using air. Yes, this brings in air, but as you've seen, I can use air quite a bit from my AoE attacks. So to have another AoE attack like this, I think is really good. So I'm going to drop Paralyzing Bite, bring in Stinging Cloud. I think Virulent Strain is still very helpful, although I'm becoming less... Like, I don't know how much I like this anymore. I almost want to drop it and keep Paralyzing Bite. Yep, I'm going to do it. For 2 reasons. Yes, this is really helpful, and I've used it 2 or 3 times to make it to actually kill an enemy that I thought was painful, or you know, just to remove an annoying enemy. Oh, that's right. We'll come back to that. But I haven't been using it enough. And then this bottom ability, poison all enemies adjacent to enemies with poison. I've only used it like twice, and it wasn't absolutely helpful. Whereas Vile Pestilence, it kind of just makes, like, nulls this out completely, nullifies that, because we don't really, if you just got 2, 3, 4 in a group, then Virulent Strain isn't as helpful anymore. Paralyzing Bite. That's stun. I really like the stun. It just to control that one enemy is really helpful. And then to have that jump is also very helpful, where I need to get into a certain location. I can do that with Paralyzing Bite. Move 6 and jump. And it also brings in air for the next turn. So I'm going to do that. That keeps this loot as well. Okay, I get it. Like, this curse is nice. I totally understand. There's a whole curse build that I'm skipping out on with the Plague Herald. But there's more than one build, and this is kind of a point that I'm trying to make in this game. Electrona, it's a little more difficult to make a different build other than, you know, tanking. But at the same time, I've also made her into a retaliation machine, and I just decided not to do it this time. Yeah. And Erebus, it's difficult to pass these up. So in the case of the Plague Herald, I'm forcing my way to go in a path that I've never gone before. I've gone the path of poison everything and kill them with poison, and I'm still sticking to that in a halfway kind of way, but I'm going more for those AoEs now and Foul Wind. I did not take Foul Wind last time. Never even thought twice about it. Just did not care about it at all. And this time I'm putting a lot of focus on it and making these AoEs really powerful, actually. So I think there's something very important that's being missed out on by a lot of people with Foul Wind. People just stick to the poison or the curse builds, and they're both great. But I'm liking my new Foul Wind build here. I think there's something really fun with it. All right, we still have this. Now I can still do things like this too. Incantation, because he's going to be pulling so many cards for those AoEs. I think Incantation's really good idea for that. Bludgeon could be good too. Corrupt would also be pretty interesting. Let's go for Incantation though. I like that. It's going to add a couple more rolling modifiers for curses. So we'll probably see quite a bit of those if we're doing a lot of AoE attacks. I like it. I like it. Okay. And we've got some money between Electrona and Hades, so I'll probably spend some time on what that, on looking at that. Let's go to here because we picked up the Tremor Blade. Yeah, so this is basically the Night Blade, but it's using Earth. So +2 attack to a single attack. It's a melee attack, but you have to consume Earth in order for it to work. This might be something I look into later. The Night Blade, I'm still like, it would be great, but because he makes it so much. But honestly, it's there's so many better reasons to use darkness with him, with other things. So I wouldn't be using this at all. The Tremor Blade would be great if oh, I'll have to think about that one. I think we have a class that we haven't seen yet that does do a little bit of Earth. But I like these, so I think it's pretty obvious at this point. I wasn't going to say anything here, but we have one for Earth, we have one for Darkness. I think you can kind of get the hint at what's going to be happening. There's 4 other ones out there for each element. I've only used the Fire, and the Fire one is really good for one class out there that we haven't seen yet. Okay, that's all I'll say. Let's head back to the world map, and we'll call it an episode. Again, if you're interested in seeing the destruction of Black Barrow for Electrona, Hades, and Erebus, stick around. I'm just going to show the highlights of it without any narration or anything like that. Just a cascade of damage without me blabbering on. So enjoy that if you stick around. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, you can let me know by leaving a like or a comment. And thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time.
kicking through the door. Nothing more to... With the last band, your tower...